Heavy rain and floods making headlines this last month. Monsoonal rain hitting southern Utah hard. Northern Utah seeing moisture too, but tonight we're looking into whether it made a dent in our state's dire drought. ABC4's Nick McGurk joining us now live in Summit County. And Nick, did it help?
Well, in the short term, maybe a little bit. In the long term, that's what we're really looking at, Emily. And it's all coming down to soil moisture. Soil moisture. Imagine during runoff, right? If the soil is extremely dry, it's going to seep into all of this. Not very efficient. What we want, and what may have just happened, we increased our soil moisture so that when the water in the form of snow goes down the mountains, it gets into the reservoirs exactly where it needs to be.
Every bit helps, and having a really good monsoon is definitely a positive.
As Salt Lake clocked its hottest July on record, southern Utah saw one of the wettest Julys on record. The question is, did any of this rain impact Utah's drought?
The summer can help us reduce our need for irrigation. It can reduce our draw on reservoirs, but what we really need to focus on for the drought is what happens this winter. Do we have an average or above average snowpack?
Meteorologist Christine Cruz says soil moisture statewide was historically low through the summer, and now, after that rain, it's closer to normal.
The monsoon we've had so far, because it's increased soil moisture, if we can maintain that, that will be a really good thing, because when we have the snow melt in the winter into the spring, then we won't lose so much of that water to just moistening that soil.
As far as our fire danger, meteorologist Basil Numerjitsky says southern Utah especially is in much better shape after the rain.
And not only did it moisten the fuels, but it also added and aided new grass growth.
Well, this burn scar is about 3 years old, but it does help to illustrate one important fact. You can see the charred trees here, but there's also a lot of green. Now, experts say because we got moisture, it could actually help some green grasses grow. The problem there is if we get no moisture for, let's say, the next month, that green can then brown and yellow and become dry. What experts say then could happen? It could actually make longer or create another fire season.
A lot of that new grass growth goes into possibly making for a worse fire season the following year.
So whether that fuel becomes dangerous this year or next, the reality right now is northern Utah's fire danger is snapping back fast.
It could definitely bounce back much quicker, especially in those heavier fuels. We're already getting some fire starts.
We're back live here in Summit County. You can see just how dry it is. I spoke to the Summit County Fire Marshal today. Just says basically it's as if that rain never happened. Very much dangerous fire conditions out here, as you can see behind me. We're live up Tollgate Canyon. I'm Nick McGurk, ABC4 News.